Hey guys, we the Vestidos are here to present a story called The Hundred Dresses by Eleanor Estates.
My name is Anandi Tiwari and I am playing the role of Vanda.
My name is Manasi and I am playing the role of Maddie.
My name is Janvi and I am playing role of Peggy.
My name is Kanishka and I am playing the role of narrator.
My name is Harshita and I am playing the role of Miss Mason.
Today, Monday, Vanda Petronxi was not in her seat, but nobody, not even Peggy and Maddie, the girls who started all the fun, noticed her absence. Usually, Vanda sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room 13. She sat in the corner of the room where the rough boys who did not make good marks sat. Nobody exactly knew why Vanda sat in that seat unless it was because she came all the way from Morgan's Heights and her feet were usually caked with dry mud. The time when they thought about Vanda was outside the school hours. The next day, Tuesday, Vanda was not in school either, and nobody noticed her absence. But on Wednesday, Peggy and Maddie, who sat down front with other children who got good marks and who didn't track in a whole lot of mud, did notice that Vanda wasn't there. Vanda Petronxi. Most of the children in the room 13 did not have names like that. It was the reason why they had made fun of her. Vanda didn't have any friends. She came to school alone and went home alone. The dress she wore was clean but shabby, as it had never been ironed properly. She didn't have any friends, but a lot of girls talked to her. Sometimes they surrounded her in the schoolyard as she stood watching the girls play hopscotch on the worn hard ground.
Hi.
Hi. How many dresses did you say you had in your closet?
100.
100?
Yeah, 100. All lineup.
All silk, I bet.
Yeah, all silk, all color.
Velvet too?
Yeah, velvet too. All lineup in my closet.
Obviously. The only dress Veda has got that black one she wore every day. Hey! How many shoes do you have in your closet?
60 pair, all lineup.
All alike?
Oh no, every pair is different. All color, all lineup.
Don't you think that was a cruel way to treat Vanda?
Cruel? Why Vanda says always that she had 100 dresses, she only had that black one she wore every day. Anybody can tell she's lying.
Today, even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Vanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absent mindedly. 8 times 8. Let's see. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy to say, "Hey Peg, let's stop asking Vanda how many dresses she has." When she finished her arithmetic, she did started a note to Peggy. Suddenly she paused and shuddered. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. Suddenly she paused. Peggy might ask her where she got the dresses that she had on, and Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with new trimmings so no one in room 13 would recognize it. Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. She was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. The next day it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Vanda Petronxi on the corner of Oliver Street. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. There were drawings all over the room. There must be 100 of them all lined up. They were the drawings for the contest.
I am here to announce the winner. Jack Beggars had one for the boys and his designs for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12. along with the sketches by all the other boys. As for the girls, although just one or two sketches were submitted by the most. One girl and room 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs, all different and all beautiful. And I am happy to announce the name of girl Vanda Petronsky. Unfortunately, Vanda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause due to her. And let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Now class, you may fill around and quietly and look her drawings.
Class was circling. The monitor from the principal office brought Miss Mason a note.
Attention class. Everyone back to their seats. I have a letter from Vanda's father that I want to read to you. Dear teacher, my Vanda will not come to your school anymore. Jack also. Now we move away to big city. No more holler pollack. No more ask why funny name. Plenty of funny name in big city. Your truly Jan Petronsky. I am sure that none of the boys and girls in room 13 purposely and deliberately hurts anyone's feeling because his or her name is happened to be a long, unfamiliar. I think that what was said in thoughtlessness. I know that all of you feel the same way I do. This is very unfortunate thing to happen. Unfortunate and sad both.
The first period was a study period. Maddie tried to prepare her lessons, but she could not put her mind on her work. True, she had not enjoyed listening to Peggy ask Wenda how many dresses she had in her closet, but she had said nothing. Well, whether Peggy felt bad or not, she, Maddie, had to do something. She had to find out Wenda Petronsky. Maybe Peggy would climb the heights with her and they would tell Wenda she had won the contest, that they thought she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful. The two girls hurried out of the building, up the street, towards Boggins Height, the part of town that wore such a forbidding air on this kind of November afternoon, drizzling, damp, and dismal.
I think that's where Petronsky lives. Yeah? Yes.
You remember Vanda Petronsky, the gifted little artist who won drawing competition. Well, she wrote a letter to me and I want to read to you. Dear Miss Mason, how are you and room 13? Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. I did like that girl Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress with the red shimmery and her friend Maddie to have the blue one for Christmas. I miss that school and my new teacher does not equalize with you. Merry Christmas to you and everyone. Your truly, Vanda Petronsky.
Went home and she pinned her drawing over a torn place. The colors of the dress were so vivid that she scarcely noticed the face and the head of the drawing, but it looked like her. Vanda had really drawn this for her. She excitedly ran over Peggy's. Maddie showed the drawing to Peggy. They were surprised to see their faces in the drawings. They were happy about the thing that Vanda really liked them.